Monica Lewinsky and Amanda Knox teamed up to reclaim Knox narrative. Monica Lewinsky is keenly aware of what it feels like when your name is no longer your own and becomes attached to a character and conjured by others, and an affair that she had with President Clinton nearly 30 years ago as a White House intern made her an international headline. And so, by the way, when Lewinsky read that Amanda Knox, another woman, was image and precedes her and wanted to adapt her memoir for the screen, and she felt she was in a unique position to help. And Knox, by the way, Knox was a study abroad program in Italy in 2007 when one of her housemates and Meredith Kercher was killed, and she and her then boyfriend, by the way, Raffaele, by the way, Sollecito, quickly became the prime suspect, and the story was a tabloid sensation, and Knox was branded by the way Foxy Knoxy. And after a lengthy trial, she and Sollecito were convicted by the way of Kercher's murder and sentenced to more than 20 years old in prison. And they were by the way later acquitted and exonerated. And Knox by the way has already told her story in two memoirs and is been dramatized by others, and there was a Lifetime, by the way, movie about the case, and she believes that 2021 movie Stillwater, starring Matt Damon, was unfairly familiar. And I have a story, by the way, to tell because I have a mission. And my mission, by the way, is to help people appreciate what really is going on when justice goes awry. And Knox, by the way, said about why she interested and Lewinsky to help tell her story through the twisted tale of Amanda Knox. This woman, by the way, who has gone through her own version of hell, and where the world had dimensioned her to a punchline. Punchline inspired me to feel like maybe there was a path forward in my life. And Knox, by the way, said the limited series is now streaming on Hulu. And Grace Van Batten, Tell Me Liz, and stars and posts. Knox and Lewinsky, by the way, are among its executive producers, and she remembers vaguely hearing about Knox's case, but didn't have the energy to give it attention, and I was allergic to cases like this. And Lewinsky says that, by the way. And I had just come out of graduate school at the end of 2006 season, and 2007 season was a very challenging, by the way, year for me. And she believed graduate school would lead to a new beginning and desired to have a new identity and go get a job like a normal person. And she said, by the way, the realization that wasn't going to happen and was, by the way, a pretty devastating moment. And in 2014 season, Lewinsky, by the way, Lewinsky wrote a personal essay for Vanity Fair and become one of its contributors. And she went, by the way, on to produce a documentary and gave a TED talk called "And the Price of Shame," addressing cyber and bullying and public shaming, educating others, and provided Lewinsky with a purpose she had been looking for. And without most everything, by the way, I do, it feels really important to me that it moves a conversation forward somehow. And said Lewinsky, by the way, she now hosts a podcast called Reclaiming with Monica Lewinsky. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you.